Hi everyone, this is it. We have made it to the end of the semester. I know it's been a while since I have done a video announcement, but I thought since we are here at the end point of the semester that I might as well take a few minutes to just sort of wrap everything up with all of you, just to make sure that sort of we know what these very few last steps we have to take before the class is officially over. So just as a reminder, the semester does end on Friday, so you will no longer have access to Blackboard after that date as well. So please make sure that you get everything in that you need to get in by Friday, because once again, the semester is officially over on Friday. Thankfully, this week there isn't a whole lot to do. I really wanted you all to focus on this last exam. That was sort of the idea here, is to give you, just as in most exam weeks, I just want you to focus on that exam. And then also there are a few kind of wrap-up things with the Green Tech project. So before we do anything, let's just head to the modules real quick, just so that we can kind of talk through this finals week. Once again, this isn't a final exam, it's just our third exam. It covers all of the materials since our previous exam. So that includes the Kenya Virtual Exchange, it includes sustainability and urbanization, and then it includes environmental health as well. So in addition to the two exams versions themselves, as usual, the traditional exam and the essay-only exam, I also do have an opportunity for you all to earn some points back on your exams. So that's kind of been a theme this semester, is trying to help you out a little bit with some of these points. This one is for giving me your feedback specifically about the Kenya Virtual Exchange. So this was a brand new project for us at Harper College. Again, pre-pandemic, we had study abroad trips where students went to different places. While we didn't have one set up for Kenya, that isn't something that we had actively pursued yet. Based on our interactions with the folks at EDU Africa, it certainly might be something that we do in the future once that type of travel is something that we can do again. In the meantime, though, this is probably a program that we're going to want to replicate. We're going to want to do this again with a class next year. I have gotten some feedback so far from the Socrative surveys. Some of you mentioned that this was sort of your favorite part of the class, and I love that. I'm really excited to hear that you enjoyed that experience so much. So we want to know what you liked about it. If there's anything you didn't like about it, tell us that too. So we're looking for very specific feedback about the Kenya Virtual Exchange. So that's this link right here. So when you complete this survey, and once again, like all surveys, it's anonymous. Once you complete that survey, you will then, again, I'll add 5 points onto your exam total. So it's just another way for you to earn some points. A few of you have been asking me about extra credit. The other opportunity I have right now are your SOIs. So if you complete your student opinionaire of instruction, and that's due, I think, Wednesday is the latest you can turn that in, forward me the email that you get that confirms that you took it, and I will give you 5 points of extra credit. So 5 points there, 5 points here. Again, it goes on your exam, but it's basically the same thing as extra credit. So these are some opportunities that you all have. As far as assignments go, again, the big assignments should have been turned in. That was the Green Tech project, which, by the way, I'm like really super excited to look at all these projects. Like I'm checking the Padlet every day, and I'm looking at all the different topics y'all have chosen. And also I'm really impressed by some of the different formats that you guys are using as far as, different ways to give this information. So some of them are papers, some of them are slide presentations. A couple of you actually use Padlet to create your presentation, which is a fantastic idea. Some videos, all kinds of really great stuff. So I'm like I said, I'm really looking forward to going through these projects this week. It's going to be a lot of fun to learn and see what you all have put together. To go along with the project, don't forget that there are two sort of additional pieces. And so in the assignments folder from last week, in addition to submitting the Green Technology project, we also have two evaluation pieces. One is a self-evaluation piece and one is a peer evaluation piece. For both of these, I have just giving you 3 questions to answer. So it's very easy, very simple and straightforward. For the self-evaluation and the peer evaluation both, you don't have to create a separate document if you don't want to. You can actually just type the answers to these questions right in the form. So if you've never done this before, just let me show you real quick. You click on the assignment itself, and there's this little text box here that says Write Submission. So you click on that, and you write your answers. And you can see that the questions are right here above you, right? So what technology did you choose? Why did you choose it? What did you learn? How do you think this can make a difference, right? Really simple stuff. You can put your answers right here. If you want to do a separate document, you're more than welcome to, but again, it's an option so that you can make it pretty quick and easy. So these 2 pieces are due this Friday as well. So again, I wanted to give everybody plenty of time to get those projects posted and then give you time to review projects, because the peer evaluation has you, choose another project. Ideally, choose a project that's different than what you did, maybe even in format as well. So if you wrote a paper, maybe try checking out someone who did a slide presentation. Or if you did a slide presentation, maybe check out someone who did a video. Or, try to choose a topic, obviously, that's not yours, right? But also maybe a format that you didn't use so that you can kind of see how it was different from your presentation. That would sort of be the ideal here. Other than that, I'm trying to think. Let's see, what else do we have? So we have an exam. Just a quick note, because I have gotten a couple of questions from a few people about the content and material from the Kenya Virtual Exchange part, because again, this is part of your exam, and what resources really to use to study for those. My recommendation would be for both of those to go ahead and look at the slide presentations. You can either do the videos or the slides themselves. So this was Dr. Kamau's information about biodiversity in Kenya and challenges to conservation. So this was in week 13. And then also Dr. Ngueno's information was in week 14. So she talked a little bit more specifically about community conservation. So those would be the places where I would start as far as looking to fill in the study guide. That's going to give you sort of the most direct information. For some of you who are taking the essay exam, the 3rd essay in particular that asks about, some of the challenges and what makes conservation difficult and things like that, I would also even recommend this reading here. It's like a 60-page document. Don't read all 60 pages, but there are some summary slides in the beginning that could be really useful and helpful for that, as a matter of fact. So I did just want to point those out real quick. Let's see. So as per usual, when it comes to grading, my goal is to get the projects graded this week. So hopefully by the end of this week, as long as you take the exam before the end of the day on Friday, you should have a pretty good idea of what your overall grade in the class looks like. So the grade that shows on Blackboard is going to be, if not identical, very, very similar to the grade that you're actually going to see. And I say very similar because sometimes Blackboard does a crazy little grading thing where it might be slightly off. But again, don't panic, don't worry too much. So again, that grade that you do see is fairly representative of what your grade is going to be in the class. I'm going to get the projects graded this week. I'm going to get the last lab graded and the discussions graded. So once again, by the time Friday rolls around, if you've taken your exam, you'll pretty much know what your grade's going to look like in this class. So it shouldn't come as any surprise to you. The later it is that you take that exam, again, I won't be sitting up Friday night posting final grades. I'll let you all know that right now. Especially those essay exams, they take a little time to grade. So if you don't see that grade just quite yet, once again, don't panic. I have a feeling most of you know about where you are and kind of what to expect as far as a grade goes. But there shouldn't be any sort of big surprises or big shocks or anything like that. It does take another week for grades to post, I believe, to your Harper account. So it should be sometime the following week that you do see those. For those of you that are finishing up and graduating and moving on to someplace else, congratulations to you all. You've made it. What a wonderful accomplishment, and I wish you all the best of luck wherever your journeys take you to. And for those of you who will be returning to Harper next year, things will be looking a little bit different. We're going to start having in-person classes again. So our goal is to have about 50% of all campus offerings, all class offerings be on campus again. So we're looking forward to welcoming you all back to campus next semester, which will be new and exciting for a lot of us. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I'm ready to return to campus. It's been too long since I've seen my students face to face. And again, I wish we all could have had that interaction with each other. While this class is okay in this format and it works, it's not the format that I would naturally choose for this class. I really do think this is an experiential based class, and we need to be in class together, and we need to have these labs in person, and we need to go out and see nature and do all of those things. So we made it work because we had to, but moving forward, I'm looking forward to, again, seeing and interacting with students on a face-to-face basis. So I'll end things there. I just wanted to say thank you for a good semester. Actually, no, thank you for a great semester. You guys have been fantastic. You really, really have been, and I give you all the credit in the world for being adaptable and flexible and rolling with everything, and I really, really do appreciate it. And again, I'm looking forward to hearing your comments and your feedback. I'm really enjoying reading your discussion posts about things you've learned and reflecting on the semester, and it's been really great, and I appreciate all of the information you all have given me. So goodbye, good luck, have a great summer. Thanks, everybody.